mean, that's another thing. The home soil is going to swap as well. So lots to take forwards. They're going to lock in right now, right here.
Not only that, but last year, when it was Falcons versus Monkey Moon and Exotic, Monkey Moon and Exotic took that grand final when they were on the side of BDS. They had Drali at that point, it was not Zen. And this season, they've only played each other once. It's so rare for some reason. These teams haven't played each other at all this season. They've played each other last time was at the first major last year in Copenhagen. That one ended up going away at the Falcons. Very different team, different numbers if you look towards Falcons and BDS. But here we go, the third place match. Vitality and Falcons.
Let's see if Vitality can keep any momentum from the match they had earlier. That's the Falcons. They had heartbreak, absolute heartbreak against Carmine Corp. Their fans have come back in good numbers. They always have, they always will here. They were rooting for GK, I think, in the other semi-finals, and I'm sure they'll be rooting for GK in the finals too.
I saw after the Vitality loss a minute ago that somebody who was on their side, I couldn't tell if it was Neo or not, maybe I'm just seeing Neo everywhere after the pre-show, but he was giving them a very rousing speech for the looks of things. They were huddled. He must have been saying to them, guys, there's still Club Championship. There's still a lot riding on this. Vitality have dropped down that rankings. They head all the way down to third place. They had the hanging out there anyway. And in the CS2, that is going to be their last chance to really earn any big points here. Falcons, they still sit first. It's not going to be the position they wanted to end the Rocket League on for either of these orgs.
Well, Team Vitality have started this game better, having plenty of pressure. Monkey Moon leaves this one towards Exotic. Recently said, if anyone could shoot a ball to win a World Championship in Monkey Moon's eyes, it would be Exotic. This is why.
It's a great call as well. I loved seeing Monkey Moon go for it. And to be fair, not even like faking it, because he wasn't close enough to fake it, but he goes up and immediately takes out and rescinds his idea to go for it. Exotic has a big call. He comes through. Goal number 1 and first blood to the Frenchies.
Zen gets this one over the top as well. There are plenty of French players, plenty of French fans in the crowd too, so the atmosphere will be electric out there. As TRK puts that one on target, it's met by Zen and Monkey Moon. Both of them conspire to get it high, and TRK can't quite get the angle. The Falcons looking for an instant response, a good recovery to going a goal down. There's going to be a shot from Killers, can't quite get it on target. Zen to the side, this is a lot different Falcons. Oh, did you see the spawn? The blue spawning just too late for the Falcons' attack to continue.
But this is how the Falcons do end up getting you. They let you have control of the ball. We saw that yesterday. They were quite happy to just give the control over. GK, they managed to, make sure that they gave Vitality a little bit more space and then let them, tucking themselves out with the ball. And Falcons are going to be doing the exact same thing. If they are going to be able to break through that back line, they're just going to need to say, cool, you have the ball. We're going to predict exactly where you're going, and we can then challenge you after the fact with a little bit more boost than you've got.
Zen has been performing at an absolute peak so far this event, but his team hasn't been winning. Falcons going to have to keep an eye on him as Monkey Moon booms it forward. Roas was waiting. Falcons are more pressure so far. That was very central. Not quite too much angle on the ball, so it's going to be relatively easy to clear for Zen. And as it landed Exotic, as half this first game has gone, and Team Vitality have a slender lead. But Falcons, I would say, have been edging it in the midfield play.
I like seeing the Falcons flags in the audience as well. I'm sure Vitality can see it, but they did not see that one coming. Roas sends 2 Vitality players straight to the shops, fakes them as they both have to jump, and he has a completely vacant top right spot he can send the ball to.
Yeah, lovely synergy there from Roas and TRK. TRK, who after getting the pass, his flip carried him into the path of where Team Vitality was stacking up to get it saved. And while Roas's job wasn't easy, it made it much simpler, and that's 1-1.
Lots of shouts for MVP so far as well, and I think anybody on these teams is going to have a good shout for it, but GK, they've got a wonder run going so far. They can win that final. They may well snatch it away at the death from both Vitality and Falcons. But that's another, I believe, $10,000 going the way of the MVP, so both these sides still, as we said, the Club Championship too, and just the Rocket League prize, they've got a lot to play for. Off the bar and pinched away, Killers towards the right-hand wall. Exotic actually bumps him off. Zenk and Chow. Okay, shot on target. Oh, buzz into Monkey Moon. Oh! Backflip save to keep Roas honest.
Oh, Roas, though, that's got to be in. He had so much goal to aim for. Vitality gambled. They went where they thought the ball was going, but Roas had so much time, maybe too much time to think about that. Now it's Exotic on the other end, up against Killers. Killers gets it towards TRK, who finds the center. Monkey Moon towards them. That's great composure defensively there from Team Vitality. Team Vitality, who arguably came into today as favourites. I know they were your favourites, Stumpy. A big upset that they are here in the third place match, and the same for Falcons.
Yeah, I had Vitality going through. I thought that was them. It felt like their time. It felt like the classic late Monkey Moon.
They were your favourites to win it, right?
Yeah, they were, yeah, completely. But GK, the fact they went 3-1 up, then it ended in Game 7 overtime, made for incredible viewing over in the arena, the fantastic STC arena that we've got over there. But that one pinches central first to it. It's going to be TRK with a lot of boost. Killers is the next man there, shoots wide. TRK above target. Roas there finally. Final 35, but Vitality under the press.
Zemo has the ball. He's taken out the game. TRK and Killers, another pre-jump here from Falcons. They're going for plenty of these in the dying embers of game number 1 before we head to overtime. TRK there with the heat check, which Zen is, of course, more than able to answer. He keeps his Fennec behind the ball. TRK there then takes over. Monkey Moon, I was wondering if he was going to be bumped on the way out by the Falcons man, but instead it was kept honest. Few seconds left before game 1 goes to an overtime. It's been an exhausting day's Rocket League for all these players. About to get a jolt in the arm for Falcons, not quite yet. It's Killers though with one more chance before we head to overtime. Exotic to the ceiling, that should touch the floor and does. Next goal wins.
I mean, this overtime has got to be so frustrating. I think realistically both these teams feeling like they just want to get out of here. Prove they're the best, get third place, move on. They're going to have to fight through the other who believes the exact same thing as they do. Roas challenges versus Monkey Moon, backboard bounce. Only Zen will be 2. He's completely alone in the skies. Falcons do let them do this. TRK can then go to challenge a little bit later than most teams would. Roas now, half a tank, a reset, fakes it, ends up going low. Monkey Moon has to get a touch. Roas can't touch it on the side of Zen, and so now Vitality with a chance to strike.
Monkey Moon couldn't quite get that second touch though, so he has to let that one go to waste. And Zen and Exotic both on the same side of the pitch. That's not ideal there from Team Vitality. Not as spread out as they have been at this event so far. Trying to force the issue perhaps. They do get another chance until TRK does brilliantly to pinch it right round the corner. He's obviously up against Ruas. What I would say is Falcons, their 50-50 game is normally so strong. Vitality are matching them for it at the moment, which is a really good sign for the Frenchman.
Vitality has still impressed me. Like, they were still putting forward some of the best goals that we have seen this whole event. Zen's goal with like 3 seconds left, and Exotic now wanted to go for a little touch central himself, isn't able to. Against GK, Zen looked completely monstrous, but GK was still able to be that bit stronger. Nice chip up from Exotic. Monkey Moon is central, but gets removed. Ends away from the pitch. And 90 seconds in, it's been decent pressure, Vitality.
Monkey Moon forces it out wide. Exotic, can he get this one under his spell? Not quite. Had to go for the pinch, which TRK was waiting for. This one going a little bit end-to-end now. Zen tracks back. Ruas finds a pass in the centre. Killers. Falcons just up the pace. Monkey Moon was equal to it. We're just ping-ponging. Excuse me, ping-ponging it. That's really hard to know what that noise. Ping-ponging it.
Ping-pong.
I don't know what that was. Ping-ponging it.
Almost the noise that you made.
Monkey Moon and Vitality take game 1. They ping-ponged it to victory.
They have indeed. It's a decent shot from Zen, but worst case, it still makes the defender jump. And Zen then makes Killers jump, gets rid of him. Monkey Moon, nice, strong shot on target. Game 1 goes to Vitality. I was saying that for me, Vitality were the strongest favourites for me to win the entire event. Which way did you go in the end on the pre-show? Do you remember?
I think I probably went Falcons, but I didn't mind the Team Vitality shout.
How silly we were.
I know, we were between us absolute fools, I guess.
Oafs. Buffoons of ourselves.
Both of our brilliant. Is it fair to say they were both upsets? Carmine Core beating Falcons and GK beating Vitality?
GK Vitality, yes.
Yeah.
Falcons KC, no.
Even in this context?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, both teams in this match did play very well. That's a fantastic save from Zen. It was shot in the perfect place too, but look at the continuation of using all of that pace that he earns from front flipping straight into the ball. Vitality, it took them 2 minutes, but they got the overtime win. And bear in mind the last overtime they had, lost it to GK, so they're now 1-1 in the last 2.
Oh, there you go, I like that for Monkey Moon as well, the reaction.
Oh no, the devastation.
Oh, I'm sure Falcons will get plenty of games. The best of 7, I don't think Falcons in this form have any chance of being swept here, so they will have plenty to cheer about going forwards, I'm sure, as we go to Forbidden Temple. The crowd, you can hear them chanting in the background. Team Vitality have the energy. Monkey Moon reacted to that one. We question how much, you know, oomph they can get for a third-place matchup, and it does seem that the competitive itch is still well and truly there for Team Vitality. That's a good start though for Falcons from the kickoff. Zed can't get back. 1-0 FLC.
It's a great counter-attack. That was everybody committing in. Monkey Moon is a couple of car lengths away from it. Not sure what he was thinking. Just been traveling down the other side of the pitch. In that previous game, it was exceptionally aggressive. 18 demos. That is double the average that we have seen throughout this event so far. So both these teams are making sure that the physicality is still a huge factor for both of them. Reset. Top corner, just about cleared away by MM.
Lovely effort there from Killers though with the flip reset. Falcons taking a little bit longer to warm up into this series, but I'm sure they will. Killers is trying to block out Zen. Huge demo comes in the center. Killers 1v2, slams it in. Oh, so close. Great effort there with the punch. Hits the crossbar, and Team Vitality can try and get something going themselves.
It's a lot of boost used though. Killers doesn't mind.
Oh, he's at the post this time.
I mean, look at the boost totals now. Only Exotic with anything. TRK bullies him away from that corner. Misses. That's a half flip. Does end up getting it, but on the map board, Monkey Moon has got no boost. Sends it rightwards. Finds Zen. A lot of speed to himself as well, so can catch up with the ball, but gets cleared away into the corner in the end. Monkey Moon central. Exotic with the catch. 1v1, 1v2 rather.
Ooh.
Ends up alleviating the ball to Zen. What an interception from TRK.
Yeah, lovely though, the pre-jump. That was a little bit of class there from Team Vitality on the attack. Monkey Moon is up, has got Exotic behind him getting 100 boost, so he may be following up. It was Zen that was next in the queue actually. Eventually it falls to Exotic, who slows things down, but Killers the 50-50 towards Ruas. That is style that we've seen 1,000 times there from Falcons, but it's not worked out this time because Team Vitality are coming forward themselves. Then the second touch was a little bit heavy, could have gone for a reset there.
We've seen Zen have those heavy touches too, and seeing as he is literally the naming guy behind the Zen touch.
Oh, that's why it's called that.
It's just been not quite working out for him today. He's seen that little bit heavier. And compared to yesterday, where, I mean, we're calling Zen the best player in the world again, he has not looked as up to snuff. And it's such a harsh game when that ends up happening, where you feel absolutely on top of the world and your mechanics are flowing one day, and the next, nothing changes, but just something doesn't quite click as much.
Well, Killers went forwards, but Zen from the ceiling was able to get the block into the center. Exotic gets it as far as he can, but it is Falcons who are continuing to apply the pressure here. It's not even halfway through this second game. Still all the time in the world for Team Vitality to get something going. They've managed to make all three Falcons players jump for that one, but Ruas is able to come away with the ball and get it over the top of Monkey Moon. Not the first time this game. Monkey Moon's been beaten for pace, but Zen beats Killers there.
Falcons lead has done them well so far. It's only 10 seconds or so in. Clear away with the pinch between two players, Exotic central, and Skims have started to really come through for Vitality in the previous series. They're having less space to do them now though.
Yeah, every time Zed had the ball in the last game, or sorry, in the last series, it seemed like he was going to do something spectacular with it. Even Monkey Moon had a go. Wasn't quite to be in the end, of course. Then is bypassed that time by Killers. More good play there from Falcons. Looking composed and calm defensively this game. Much a better. Whoa! Exotic gets a huge save though, and Ruas does not have the boost to chase it. So Team Vitality can counter. Exotic wanted to get the flip reset, but couldn't quite do it. And again, Monkey Moon is a tad far forward. Had to do a quick half flip there. Wasn't any danger, but they seem to be edging forwards a bit too much. It leads to all sorts of danger again. The Vitality get away with it.
I mean, they got away with it in the sense that Monkey Moon was lucky that they didn't end up shooting on target, because if that shot goes on target, cool, it's a goal. And I appreciate that you need to be pushing up as far as you can with, 90 seconds left, but with more opportunities, maybe impatience starting to show through a bit.
Yeah, Monkey Moon is not somebody who likes being the third man for too long, as we continue to see, but when it works, it works. Here's Ruas though. Couldn't quite scoop that one over Monkey Moon, but the 50-50 is good. Gets it high. Is anybody following up? It's Killers. Exotic should be able to get this one away. Ruas waits to see what Exotic can offer. It's not enough to get past Ruas. Here's TRK, puts it in. Monkey Moon slams that one away. Better patience that time from Team Vitality, but they have to get going. 1 minute left. Look at the control there from Killers of his car, just to get a clean 50-50 on that one.
I mean, the thing is, though, a lot of the shots we're seeing from Falcons, yeah, they're 1-0 up, but I feel like if they just were more confident shooting, then maybe you could have seen this be 2 or 3. They've shot directly at the keeper multiple times. It's been quick saves, but not the hardest in the world, I don't think. That one's high, floating. Questions are asked and answered within seconds. 2-0, 40 seconds remain.
Yeah, that's smart there from Ruas. Didn't go for pure pace or power. Saw where Zen and Exotic were covering, and made sure to feed that ball the one place they couldn't reach. I love that there from Riyadh. And that makes them big favourites for game number 2 here. But Team Vitality do have time on the clock in which to change that. Zen gets it as far as he can. Lovely cut from Exotic. That's what Team Vitality have got to do. Can they get a goal from it? If they can, it could be very dangerous for Falcons at the end.
Monk could be trying something they're not too sure what. Does get beaten by Killers, but no boost. He can't really get a shot towards target. Monkey Moon, what a stunning catch from him. It's a 50. Vitality, they need to get anything, something. No control of the ball, though, is going to make it much harder. And a third goal just about kept out. That is a save that we saw in the previous series. The Falcons do take game number 2.
0 seconds. Killers gets his goal anyway. And 3-0 pretty much sums up game number 2. Falcons have, for the most part, been dominant. They've had the ball on a string at times. Team Vitality have tried counter-attacks, but the pressure. I remember saying halfway through the game that Falcons were not dominating Team Vitality. You never really dominate Team Vitality, but certainly having the ball in their half way more than it was in their own. And that doesn't surprise me too much. You know, Falcons, they lost that series against Carmine Corp, and they had a good hour and a half to stew on it, and then they've had to get themselves right back into a third-place playoff. It's difficult mentally. It's a really tough thing to have to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think you were asking Neo, weren't you, on the pre-show, of like, how do you, I know, was it Mizu, sorry, on the pre-show, where you were saying, what's it like really getting your headspace into, I can't win now, I'm not now competing for the dub, I'm competing for the 3rd best place in this tournament. And he was saying it's really hard because you're not used to thinking, yeah, I'll aim for 3rd.
Yeah.
Like, that's you know, my peak at this tournament now.
You can't get the dub, but you can take the treb. That's what I say.
Very true, but you're a natural born 3rd place.
I'm a natural born bronze.
You are indeed.
My friend. Oh, that's nice though. That's a nice little finish. I always like those finishes that are just sort of placed between where the defenders are diving. I think they're fun as well.
Thread the needle. Thing is, we're still seeing all the Falcons fans stand up, getting loud. No matter what series they're in, no matter if they are downtrodden, and they're downtrodden is, bear in mind, top 4 still, and one of the most competitive lands we have ever seen, the sole remaining non-EU team left on Championship Sunday. Their fans are going to be there for them. In Game 3, played on Anniversary Stadium, Vitality, they are going to be thinking that, looking forward to, you know, Leon, that's the big question mark that a lot of these teams have, is how good form when it comes to Worlds next month.
Well, Game 2 was dominated by the Falcons. They had 15 shots to Team Vitality's 5. They had and used more boost as well. Everything went their way. Team Vitality have plenty more tricks, but they need to not overcommit. Zen's trying to get back. He can't do it with no boost, though. And Falcons start Game 3 the better.
When it comes to Riyadh, just from that side, who reads that they've got another overextension from Vitality and nose away from touching it, but Zen isn't able to extend that far. And both Zen and Monkey Moon in the previous game were under 25 boost for half of the match. They were extremely boost up.
Yeah, no, I noticed one period where I was keeping an eye on Monkey Moon's boost tally, and it stayed at 0 for, I swear, about a minute, honestly. It's like, I think he was chasing, and maybe somebody kept beating him to pads or something, but...
Or just picks up 12s, uses 12, like picks up maybe 2, but...
Like he was picking it up, I don't know, it's very confusing. We'll keep an eye on that one. But yeah, point being, it wouldn't surprise me to hear that those two were pretty starved throughout, but Zen's put that one just past the post. Exotic shoots, tried to pick his spot, but it was read well by TRK.
The Falcons' hand gestures too, flying high, as Falcons are so far in this game. The 1-0 is suiting them quite nicely. Harass to the ceiling, a ground! What can you do when Riyadh breaks the sound barrier?
Oh, it's putting on a showing on the reset as well! Talk about threading the needle, that was destroying it! Extreme knitting there from Riyadh.
I mean, that's got to be one of the goals of the tournament.
How often do you see a floor pinch like that at pro level? That's the sort of one you see in compilations in rank.
Yeah.
By, like, you know, good players, but not against Zen. There's not against Exotic.
There's a certain streamer that is in those compilations that gets pinches all the time. And then all of a sudden, in pro play, stunning from the Falcons, a minute and a half in, and they look that bit more galvanized than Vitality, who entered the stage downtrodden, but still tens of thousands between these places.
Oh, here comes Zen, though. I mean, it is a nice goal, but it didn't go at 458 miles per hour, so, you know, I don't know if I'm that bothered, Zen. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, Zen. That's a little touch though, straight down from Killers. Is a nice 50 in the end from Monkey Moon. Dribbles it over the top, and it means a lot to these players. And I think we're seeing Zen enter that mode where he's not quite as shouty, not quite as loud, but has still got the competitor bone in his body.
And Exotic's gonna... Oh, be absolutely red is the end of that sentence.
Exotic, his emotion didn't change. He goes up for that, and then he gets beaten, and he's just like, okay. Alrighty then. TRK is just there, I suppose.
Touche, 2 words. French as well.
Touche.
Touche. Touche is what I'm sure he said after that one. TRK from the skies. That is a massive dunk. If you're Vitality, you're looking at this game thinking,
oh, never mind. If you're Vitality, you quite frankly don't care about getting his ground pinch. From the reset into the wall, what? Straight at the back, nobody is home, and yet Zen still kicks the door down.
All right, who's next? Come on, who's next? We're having a freestyle contest now. Let's get these goals going. Let's get them flowing. Monkey Moon with a skimmer. They're all at it. Killers at the own goal attempt. This is great fun.
And Exotic now onto the ceiling at 50 boost. The double tap is on. Instead, he leaves it for his teammate. Monkey Moon with the leveling goal.
Monkey Moon with the bouncer as well to add to the freestyle flair. Look at that from Exotic. He fakes it out. And then that is a very, very intelligent finish from Monkey Moon. It is not accidental that hit the floor first. And somehow, this game is 3-3. Freak goals all over the place. But the battle for the Treb is continuing with fireworks.
I mean, these 6 goals in the first half have been some of my favourite goals we've seen in all of EWC this year. I want to see more. One goes high for Monkey Moon towards Exotic. That one pinched high into the ceiling. Then with low boost, does get done by TRK. And TRK has got such a read on every Vitality player at the moment.
He has. He always seems to, does TRK, but his Monkey Moon gets the flip reset one, and if he go for a second one, not quite to be. Killers' turn. They're all at it now. Zen, he manages to get a decent block. TRK to the back wall. Follows it up, but Monkey Moon reads the heat check. In comes Ruas. Zen charges it down, and suddenly Killer's in a little bit of trouble here. He tries to rush, and he's beaten. TRK gets it as far as Zen, who read it well, and then TRK recovers, sweeps up cleanly.
It's decent play from Zen, but again, TRK is reading everything. Whether it's an offense or defense, the Vitality are putting forward. TRK goes up high, finds Monkey Moon. Zen is just there on the verge of open net, but Ruas glides into perfect position, keeps it away. Final 90 now.
Killers has turned to the back ball with him. No one's following up. I thought Ruas would be, but he wasn't, so Zen can get the 100 boost as well. That's smart play up against TRK. How's his 1v1 skills today? Not too bad, but Monkey Moon was just a little bit in front of the ball. Didn't expect it to stay so sideways. And Zen's going to have to try again. What a fun game this has been.
With one touch high, it's going to manage to find Zen. He's a lot of boosts to get to it. Exotic in a 2v1. He beats the 1, doesn't beat the 2. Right in the back, Zen again with 100 boost. The strong air dribble into dunk. It's open. And Exotic, just in front of the line, gives Vitality the lead.
Makes up for the wonder dunk earlier as well. You said he remained stoic when it happened, and that is why Exotic had the feeling he would get a chance to make amends. And you have to be one of the best finishers in the world to slot that one away. All the hard work was done by his teammate. Exotic had the great positioning. And Team Vitality go within a minute of taking the lead in this one, but that's a great shot. 2 Vitality players put it to the backboard. Zen, from one side to the next. I thought, honestly, that was a shooting chance for him, but he couldn't quite connect the way he wanted.
He needed quite a lot of boost, I think, to get around those balls. Good chance, though, as the Killers gets a shot on target. Ruas has his saved away. Killers is up in a flash to secure the 4th for Falcons and the 8th in this match.
Brilliant follow-up from Killers. Ruas had power on his shot. Monkey Moon made a decent save, but Killers was in the perfect position. Falcons always follow closely. When you save against them, you got to push it to the corner, even if it is a brilliant block. 4-4. Everything we love about Rocket League. In one 5-minute microcosm, here's Killers to the crossbar. Exotic gets the save. Killers goes for the snapshot again, but it's blocked by Monkey Moon. Exotic wants that 100 boost. Ruas lets him get it, but goes for the ball instead. I've got a feeling we're going to have more drama here with 15 seconds left, Stumpy.
Fingers crossed. It's been an extremely fun game. one to just show your friends because it's so strange. Final 5 cleared out of the half, but only as far as Zen. Killer's going to be the next one to dunk. Monkey just wants to bang it. Let's find Exo. Zen shies away from the chance. Interesting choice. He can then rotate back in, lands the ball down to see who can find the 9th in game 3.
It's going to have to be a wonder goal. I'm telling you, this overtime winner is going to be something special.
I hope so. And apparently EU equals easy upset, which feels very harsh. You've seen the grand final, fella. I don't mean to fight with a child, but I will if I have to.
It's all right, Stumpy. Calm down. We'll see the grand finals later. But now there's the 3rd place playoff. There's still plenty of money on the line. And there's this game on the line, honestly. I think as soon as these guys step on the pitch, all they care about is victory. Exotic floor pinch. I'm ready. I'm ready for something fun.
I mean, Zen, he sees the reset chance, fakes it out. Monkey Moon. He has the ambition, he still has the winning gene, and I love Zen shying away from the ball here. TRK has to dodge a bump and then try and cover 2 shots that come in. It's near impossible, and that is why Team Vitality take the lead.
Classic Monkey Moon finish as well. Barring Zen's bravado, 120 kilometers per hour. That was slammed home into the top corner of the goal. Could not be saved. And Falcons are in danger of losing to the 2 French powerhouses in a row. French Rocket League not completely on top thanks to GK. Look at this. Oh, Ruas, that is so good. That floor pinch, perfection. 150 kilometers per hour made Monkey Moon's winner look sluggish. Look at this from his perspective. Imagine scoring that. Like,
that's ridiculous.
Like I blunk and I missed it, which is just crazy. And then it took us all the way to overtime. 4-4 at this point. The fake from Zen. TRK's already up. Ruas just about sees it, but by then it's too late. And Monkey Moon. Look at that raw.
Thing is, that is what is needed. And the sheer slobber knockers that both these sides are sending. 32 shots in that game. A 9-goal thriller on Championship Sunday. All for that coveted 3rd place. It's going to be a podium for one of these teams. It's going to be a few more club championship points, and it is Vitality with just 1 more game so far than the Falcons as we enter the Coliseum.
Let's keep the run rate going. Let's see some more goals. I want to see the flashy plays continue. Zen goes for one off the side wall, but Killers blocks it and gets all sorts of distance on it as well. Monkey Moon opts to boom. I see why. Wanted his teammates to get some boost and get something going. There's a center boost there if anybody fancies it. Not sure who's going to win that race, but here's Monkey Moon in front of the goal. It's Zen in the end. Lovely play there from Team Vitality, and that was all from Monkey Moon's choice to get it long. Monkey Moon, who is officially greater than the Falcons, based on this moment. Vitality are really beginning to build up ahead of steam now.
And the boost was so in favor of Falcons in that previous game as well. Again, over 50% of the game saw Zen and Monkey Moon on less than a quarter of a tank full. And they still got the win, and they still got the ridiculous goals they did. It has been a masterclass on how to deal with low boost and boost steals. That, however, is not a masterclass. Romas just reads somehow a double miss coming through. It's such a horrible angle to try and touch the ball from. All 3 players have something to deal with, and Roas only keeps eyes on ball.
Yeah, that's what I love about that, though, from Roas. It wasn't one that's going to go in any highlight reels, particularly, but Roas had a feeling that Team Vitality were missing that one. He followed it up, and the ball at such an awkward place on the backboard, as you said, Stumpy, that it was tricky to read, even for players of this caliber. Once more, Falcons respond quickly. There's the first demolition, my favorite first demolition of the tournament so far. That's a nice play there from TRK.
I mean, it was first demo, and then it was Exotic who then actually pre-jumped the shot about a second later. TRK with does get harassed. Challenging together, TRK and Zen. Zen gives TRK the space to go for that. TRK then absolutely beats him to that ball by about 4 car lengths. One chance, as Killers then gets bumped away from it. And we're seeing Vitality really get penned back into their half in the 4th match.
Here we are, but that's a great touch as well from Ruas. He wants to get the flip reset here up against Zen. Can Zen read it? Not when he's being bumped, actually. Yes, he can when he's being bumped.
It's open.
How on earth did he do that? The turnaround's complete. Is Zen going to get the steal? He doesn't quite. He looks frustrated, but he'll take the goal for his teammate.
And Cassio, the coach, hand on his shoulder saying, well done, you did everything there. Sets up Exotic. It's a stunning save from Zen. Under complete harassment on his goal line. A championship Sunday level save. Vitality. They move themselves away from level and get another goal.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get to see that save again later, but what a punch that is there from TRK, who finishes what he started as well. A great touch from him. How did he read this? So Zen had the 100 boost, and he just stops. He just stops, lets Zen hit himself against it. Great play.
He's just there for it. Having that ball get absolutely slammed into his bonnet is going to be helpful. But it's quickly straight back down to earth for Vitality. A kick-off strat as Falcons. They move forward, and yes, we see Vitality with the pressure of the ball, or they have possession of the ball. But the boost and positioning goes in favor of Falcons, and with some demos as well, TRK has to try and score through the bumps. Isn't able to.
Exotic will chase that one down. He has 100 boost. Ruas manages to wriggle on past him, though, so Zen going over that 100 in the corner, didn't get it, so that will spawn at some point soon. We'll see if that has a part to play later. For now, though, Zen gets it as far away as he can and follows it too. Good play, but that's a lovely reflex touch there from Ruas, and he follows up as well. Are any of his teammates getting involved as Killers would attempt to pinch? It's a pinch fully, but tees himself up for a shot. Team Vitality had to be incredibly alert there because Falcons just seem to always have one more touch than they'd expect.
Halfway through the game now, Ruas on his own in the sky. Beats out Zen, who then sees a bit more boost and a pinch. Nearly going into the Vitality net. That one's central. TRK on target. Another dive across save from Vitality. Staying in this game at the skin of their teeth.
Falcons are hitting everything at full power right now. Rather than going for too many 50-50s, which is their usual game, they're booming it. They're putting Team Vitality under as much pressure as they possibly can. Team Vitality are dealing with it for the most part, but it gets more and more difficult because Falcons will always have somebody following up. They'll never give up on the play unless they absolutely have to. This Killer's going to get power on this one. Instead, it's a 50-50 to the regular proceedings for the team from Saudi Arabia. TRK's bumped out of the way, but there was a demo as well from Killers on Monkey Moon, which we're given plenty of space. Yeah, that didn't quite work out the way they wanted.
A little bit ugly, and that completely sets up Vitality. Exotic attempts a fake, but TRK is full ball, full send into whatever he can here. Monkey Moon and Zen both commit on it. And we saw that happen in the games that they ended up doing pretty poorly in. It was a double crew between those two players. A full ball carry from Ruas is shut down. Killers can shoot though, and it's a dagger through Vitality.
Killers can shoot, the understatement of the century. One of the finest attackers in Rocket League. And Exotic and Zen in front of him would have had every sense they had no boost. I love the juxtaposition of reactions there. The French fans looking disgusted. And the two Falcons fans in front looking elated. 3-2 Falcons. 5 more goals in this game. It's a fun one.
Not seen any 200-mile-an-hour pinches though, so
that is disappointing.
I'm still left wanting. In the back corner, it's going to be Vitality's ball for a little while here, but Zen opts to slam it into that back corner. Monkey Moon's turn, big slam is inbound. Vitality, they're being given this space. It's what Falcons do. They give space, they give time, they give boosts sometimes, if you're lucky. But then they're just going to be there ready for pretty much any shot that you can take or any play through. Oh, that one, however, Monkey Moon opts to miss flash fake. Zen gets the shot, but now it's this big, terrifying Falcons turnaround. Yeah, not the best touch there from Ruas. Tried to do a little bit too much. Maybe an early shot would have been better. Does need a bit of pressure, though. At least for now. Exotic should be able to get this one. Killers was going for the bump on him, but Exotic was too aware of where his opponent was. With 20 seconds left, Team Vitality have to get this ball away from Falcons, and they have to give themselves an opportunity. Final 15, Zen with decent boost. Locks in a reset, over one, but there's this three-headed Hydra that he has to try and slam the ball past. Falcons want to defend this lead. Zen makes it awkward for them. Monkey Moon sends it central. Who's going to wait? Zen is there. But of course, as is Ruas, it's a fake for one. But TRK knows Vitality have no boost. And they landed on the ground. Team Falcons in the fourth game make it 2-all. Well, fans of Rocket League goals are not being disappointed so far in this series. We will have at least 6 games as well. Remember the difference in prize money. Fourth place gets $60,000, not a bad payday. Third place gets a Hyundai. We've seen 20 goals in this series. 9 of them, bear in mind, were in one game, which is just ridiculous. The Falcons, yes, Mr. Falcons fan, are flying high. But I mean, 2-2 in this series is just, you'd expect nothing else than a hair separating these two teams.
Yes, been incredibly close, incredibly high quality. We've still got the grand finals to come after this as well, everybody. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, make sure you stick around. Plenty of time to get popcorn between the two series. Yourself a nice can of pop. You ever called it pop?
No, I hate pop. I really,
The word.
I hate, yeah, the word. You're a salty popcorn guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not, because you prefer savoury.
I prefer savoury food across the board.
And yeah.
And you prefer sweet food across the board. And yet on popcorn, you switch.
You heard of people putting like shelled chocolate in popcorn? Any thoughts on that?
Don't like that at all.
You've heard of it though, you know it's a thing.
I've heard of it. I don't think I'd like the idea of it melting. And to be honest, mate, in the Saudi Arabian heat, I think that would just go melty instantly.
Well, two teams that aren't melting under the pressure. Team Vitality and Falcons fighting for this bronze medal, fighting for the honour, as you said earlier, Stumpy, of appearing on the podium. It's no small thing here at the Esports World Cup. Zen goes for a flip reset from the ceiling, can't quite get it. And they are indeed putting on a show. Defense means nothing in this series. All-out attack, just as what we want to see.
Yeah, and I feel like both these teams have really taken the mantle of, yep, let's just go for it. A gentleman's agreement, no sitting back, no being wimps. Let's just have as many goals as we possibly can. It is so aggressive as well as Killers actually getting it over towards TRK for the first goal. It ends up going to the bottom corner. I was going to make the point about Killers being such an incredible player when you look at his offensive capability, not necessarily on the ball, but he got 5 of the 8 demos in the previous game.
Wow. So he has absolutely got a Vitality targeting system built in to his car. And his Falcons that are currently having all the pressure as well. They had 60% of the ball in Vitality's half last game. And they're building upon that here as well. Monkey Moon almost gets it over TRK. I wonder how important those demos were in keeping the ball in blue territory. Every time there's a demo, there's a huge hole in Vitality's defense. Well, let's get to that wide. It's a good touch there, but it goes as far as Exotic. Can he have got the read? Nearly there. I think there was an opportunity to do a little bit more from Exotic.
I think so, but I think also the bump might have been called. I believe it was Zen who went through, tried to get rid of the final defender, therefore Exotic just needed it on target. He did his job, but Zen did not. But it was safe, you're right there. We could have gone for a little bit more ambition on the play. Monkey Moon to Zen, above the bar, but a demo. We've seen this one play out before. The Falcons rewrite history.
Killers looks to Monkey Moon, tries to force him away, but Monkey Moon is able to get the ball. We've seen plenty of goals this tournament so far from that wing, going down the line and spooning it into the center. The Falcons had to be alert that Vitality could conjure up something there. Exotic goes high. Zen has 100 boost. This is where Vitality are at their most dangerous. He gets a 50-50 instead. Ruas more than happy to get it as far as TRK, who does the same to Killers. He'll get his car around this one. Not quite. He'll get the 100 instead. Just make sure Exotic can't escape. Lovely reset. Oh, nearly lovely reset from Killers. He was trying to bounce on the ceiling.
Yeah, tried to just go straight back down again to keep his car in the play. Unable to.
Ooh, good spot.
And we're seeing demos now coming from both sides. That time it was the Exotic getting rid of Killers from the pitch. Monkey Moon to nobody, just gives the pressure back over towards Falcons. This game, a lot less goals.
Still plenty of time for that to change. Only halfway through it. Despite the fact it's being played at 1,000,000 miles per hour. So much Rocket League left to play. We will go to at least game 6, remember. Neo Tokyo is in sight. Ruas, huge demo on the ceiling on a Vitality player. TRK follows up. Zen spawns in time and is able to get the ball to the side.
More demos, it's making that Vitality backline that little bit weaker. Means they can't quite commit up as far. If they don't know who is back, when they're back, and how much boost they're going to be having if they need to defend nice and quickly. Exotic with a 50, as far as Monkey Moon. To Zen, but with a whiff. Now Killers in a 2v1 versus Monkey Moon. A dunk low, and you just felt it written in the stars that Killers was getting a goal.
That first touch was the tempter. Go on, Monkey Moon, I dare you. Go for it. It's your ball. Psych! I'm going to slam that one down. This is what I do best. This is what my region does best. Of course, a region that has played on the high ping for such large swathes of their career. They come over to these LAN events and everything is even. They feel even more powerful in the 50-50 game. Ruas gets that one high. Falcons beginning to pull away from Team Vitality. Vitality will be looking to their talisman to change that. Killers goes to the ceiling this time and falls towards the ball. It goes as far as Zen. TRK has a pass into the center. Does he know? Nobody was there for it. So Vitality could have a rare bit of time with the ball. They've barely had it in this game, to be honest with you.
Killers, the left-hand side versus Exotic. Fakes it low, but then ends up chipping it high. Exotic just stays in the middle, so he's able to get to it regardless of where the attacker goes. Exotic again, high 50. TRK and Killers both committing on that ball, so now it falls to Monkey into the corner. Pretty aimless, so Zen has to get rid of one player. One touch into a very close air dribble, sends it far, goes for the bump, secures the bump. But there's always one more head to the Falcon.
Yeah, nice try there, Monkey Moon. The third player was enough to get the block. Zen, though, gets one over the backboard. It's going to fall down. Ruas is able to come away with it. Exotic made sure he didn't get dunked or faked. And that keeps Vitality on the attack. Zen can get the reset this time. He saves it. He fakes it. Almost gets it past Falcons again. But their defense has been flawless for the last 30. And then they boom clear.
I mean, not far off this series point. This third place point is going to be very big in that club championship. Falcons sitting pretty at the top there. Vitality still in third. Final 20. TRK fakes, but no one's there. Not the biggest issue in the world. Exotic getting on the end of that very fast pass from his teammate. Disappointing pass from him. That one's central, awkward. The TRK is able to clear it away. And the final 10 seconds sees pressure fall to Falcons. Far side, Zen an opportunity to bounce this high, but it's too far away. Doesn't go central enough. The Falcons find themselves on series point.
Hard earned there from Team Falcons. Team Vitality, they defended deep. They dug deep at times. I love that dunk, though, from Killers for their second goal. It's such a smart play. I'll admit, when he took his first touch, I thought he'd overhit it. But he knew what he was doing. He was trying to goad Monkey Moon in, and that's exactly what he did to perfection.
The thing is, as well, in that play, you can either go for the dunk, which he did, or because the ball is going in regardless, Monkey Moon has to hit it. He can't just go to the backboard. And so he can go for the bump potentially as well. Monkey Moon has to cover every eventuality with the limited boost that he has. He's got, what, 30 boost? Monkey Moon has to just go for it. He ends up going high. What he should have done is come from lower angle and cover the goal. Look how high up he goes. And then it then comes down low. Killers then just goes as wide as possible. Dunks it in. It was great play from Killers. Monkey Moon could have done more, though. But in that situation, you just have to react. It's all based on instinct.
We do have a tactical timeout for Team Vitality. And we have on the stage Johnny and Jorby to tell us how it's all going.
I gotta tell you, Cole, Stumpy, this has been an insane match so far. It was Pinch City just a little bit ago. There have been some crazy goals in this match, Johnny.
Yeah, I love the Pinch match especially. That's going to be one to look back on. But now for Vitality, they got to lock in. If they can't get this dub, then all Falcons need to do to win the club championship, I believe, is get 100 points between all the remaining titles. So that would be the worst case for Vitality as an organization. They might have already lost it before CS even commences. So that's what it's all about here for Vitality. They've got to figure out how to stop Falcons from having so much success against them.
They win this, you know, their CS team, Vitality's, is extremely good, so it will put them in prime position to win club championship. Remember, last year, Falcons, they had the thing wrapped up by the time Rocket League was over, so this would be huge if Vitality can take it, but they got some work to do for sure.
It's going to be all about the bumps, it's going to be all about the demos, it's going to be all about physicality for Vitality.
Johnny's completely right on that physical play as well. The number of demos that we have seen, and not just that, but then stealing the boost to make sure that the Vitality players can't get themselves back in the play. That has been a difference maker so far. Vitality have done well with their low boost, but they could be doing better. Game 6. No North American teams here to lose on this map. It's going to either be Falcons going through or Vitality taking us to Champions Field.
They'll still find a way, the North American teams, but it's currently the European team that are finding a way here. Early doors, and that's precisely what you want after a tactical timeout. 1-0 Vitality. Zen dusts two of them for pace.
And Johnny was talking earlier about the club championship. If Falcons win here, Vitality's run to win the championship would be essentially over. There's a lot of money. They could still win at the table, but our first place would be locked off to them, near enough, barring an absolute miracle in other esports. And if there's one org to do it, though, as far as I'm concerned, it may well be Vitality. And they've done well in this first one, as Riyadh locks in demo numero uno.
Remember, $7 million for the winner of the club championship. Incredible money. Money that can fund a new team and a new org and a new game. It can completely change an esports org's life and trajectory. So that's what these guys are playing for, as well as money for themselves, which will be well earned as well, as Killers almost goes over the top of Zen. Riyadh, that's a little bit reversing. Not something you ever like to do, because it takes away all your momentum when you hit the ball. That's a good from Zen. It's saved well by who else? TRK.
It's a stunning shot. Near unsavable, but TRK can just outstretch across. Killers dips in front of Monkey Moon and takes the ball away from him. Riyadh then reads where that ball goes perfectly. A reset, fakes it, goes low, rounds then. Can he make it? 3. Pinched it low and then lands. But my word, Falcons, they're trying to make sure that when they get a goal, it is highlight reel worthy.
Yeah, lovely effort there from TRK.
Oh, the double demo.
Sorry. Big demos as well, and then he misses the ball. The angle was taken too far away from it to get those double demos. Unfortunate. And it does still remain Vitality with a slender lead. Trying to get us into game 7. Exotic is there if Monkey Moon can get it to him. Not quite. Instead, it's Killers. Ruas follows it up. Let's go for one of these. Can't get it from here, can he? He can get a pass, you know. Exotic sends it forwards, but Ruas, he knew what Zen and Exotic were capable of.
I love that. And Zen going for these skims. If they play a little bit looser, it may well end up with a game number 7 and just about wrangled in. Despite Zen's save, is an equalizer from the Falcons.
Falcons trying to kill Vitality's fight in this game, series and club championship. They equalize here through good old hard work and supporting their teammates of the follow-up. Vitality, they had that light lead, and in an instant it goes. They'll have to go all over again.
It's a pick up from Riyadh in the corner. No one challenges. You cannot give them that much space cleared away. Vitality, look at how much pressure they're under, and only just wide. Near Pixels keeping Vitality in this game so far. Monkey Moon on target, nearly the dunk coming through, as Zen is now left right at the back. Riyadh takes the immediate touch, and Zen a stunning touch back, and a catch from Killers. He Zen touches against Vitality.
Monkey Moon gets the skin himself. Exotic was waiting underneath it. Using every ounce of the pitch, these guys. Zen in the center, Monkey Moon's already up. I love this from Team Vitality. Since the equalizers come in from Falcons, they have stepped up the creativity. This is them putting everything on the floor. This is them throwing everything at Falcons.
Everything's going to be needed as well. Are you going to be earning a couple more points for your club, for your esport as well? A bit more money for yourselves. Zen with very low boost, has to make any touch. Riyadh doesn't get the bang that he fancied. 60 for Monkey Moon. Central again from Exotic. Back to Monkey Moon. A catch. A tap over the top, but TRK is just about long enough.
Yeah, but Falcons having to do a lot of defending. As long as Team Vitality can control the boost at the same time, they will get their just rewards, especially with wins like that from Zen. Outpacing 2 Falcons players is a big deal. Exotic has Zen to the side. Zen goes over the boost. Beautiful first touch. Now what can he create with it? The flip reset into this will be an edgeable attempt. TRK gets it as far away as he can, but once again, it's Vitality, more pressure. You have all that pressure. One pinch can completely undo the defense, but the post comes to Falcons' heroics.
And would that not have been the most summed up goal for this series as well? A monstrous pinch to find its way just round the top corner. Saw some miraculous ones earlier. TRK can't quite read Monkey Moon on that occasion, and then Exotic just slams face into ball. Monkey Moon slams face into Riyadh. Zen sees the ball, takes it a lot more gently. Can't get past Killers.
They just need these Falcons players to leave their goal line. Every time Team Vitality are ready to pull the trigger, there's someone from Falcons back. That's why they went for the demo instead. This time Zen tries to do them with creativity. A solo play, a flip reset, but it's blocked again by Falcons. Thought they had a chance to counter for a second, but TRK didn't have the boost. Falcons have to show extreme patience. Not quite the demo there. Monkey Moon goes flying. Zen has to go back now as well. Ruas pumps it forwards. Has the boost to chase this one. Goes for the waterfall. Anybody following up? There's Killers, but now the counter-attack. Exotic, surely he's going to put this one away. Zen helps it along. Vitality, it looked like they'd be countered, but that was part of their plan.
I mean, Falcons, they must have seen that moment as, we can win it here. That was their moment. Their names were up in lights. And in the end, both miss. It rotates back into the midfield, and Vitality, a very late sub-30 equalizer into immediate kickoff strat. Goes up high, one central, Exotic to intercept.
Yeah, the fake kickoff there from Falcons was a nice idea. It didn't quite pan out. A Vitality player stood back just in case that was going to happen. Exotic sends it as far as he can. Can't quite get the block, so danger for Falcons all the way. That fake won't help either. Monkey keeps it central, keeps it high, wants his team to pick up some boost. TRK towards Ruas, great block there from Zen. TRK has another bite at the cherry though. Killers backflips, goes for the ball of the half flip, and here is Killers, blocked again. It was Exotic that time. TRK keeps it high, Monkey Moon misses, and Zen gets it at least as far as Killers. Monkey Moon saves Vitality, all three players involved with the goal line heroics. What do you know, Stumpy? We are going to Game 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are merely one game away from having a full 21 game day so far. Here's Casey taking down the Falcons 4-2, the unlikely one to not go to 7. And thankfully, these teams putting on a show. Team Vitality wrestle it back, and it was that moment from Falcons where they saw we can win it. Right now, 2 commit. It's a nightmare, because in the end, it just gives the game to Vic.
It'll be 28 games, not 21.
It's currently 21.
It's already on 21, is it?
No, it's currently on 20.
Right, I see, okay.
So it could have been 21.
Well. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Trying to correct me, I see you.
I just didn't know if you'd forgotten that we had 4 series.
Boy. Horrible little maths boy.
Making sure everyone has all the facts. And the real fact here, Stumpy Goblin, is that Team Vitality, they had an exorbitant amount of shots there. And apparently Monkey Moon got 96 points that game. That one's thrown me.
Sorry?
That did not strike me as a game where anybody did nothing. But apparently Monkey Moon did nothing. We are currently on a tactical pause. And this time it's Falcons that are going to be having to do the thinking. Or are they just blocking the Vitality momentum?
I mean, you may as well just take the time. Slow them down wherever you can. You're getting into the tail end of this series. It's literally your last chance to take it. I truly think you just may as well. Vitality got that momentum, not by much. Nope. Both completely identical momentum as far as I'm concerned, despite Vitality winning the last.
Well, as well as getting the game, Vitality did have the better game on Neo Tokyo. You know, the latter half was Team Vitality dominance. They had the ball in the Falcons half for the vast majority of the time. They controlled the boost and they had the better opportunities. Other than that one counter-attack, which almost absolutely nicked it for Falcons. It was Team Vitality's game, so many reasons I certainly understand that Falcons would block that momentum at source. The crowd are ready. The players now are ready. 3, 2, 1, we're going to a Game 7. Who's going to take the bronze?
It's going to be a massive moment for both these teams. Neither want to let the first time they face each other in 18 months go the way of the other. The Falcons and Vitality have a lot of pride on the line, especially when you look forward to Leon. Ramas tries to shoot it underneath Monkey Moon, unsuccessful on that chance, but the pressure immediately is in favor of Falcons. And then look, it just immediately switches straight back. Now Vitality have a couple of shooting opportunities. Oh, Monkey Moon, you can get it. There you go.
Yeah, TRK and Killers double committed there. So Monkey Moon is able to go for it, try to force the flip reset, wasn't quite able to do so. But it's Team Vitality looking like their Neo Tokyo selves here on Champions Field. Monkey Moon misses that one though, and they do seem a tad jumpier, Vitality. They were supreme in the last game, but quite so in this one. Falcons finding ways through.
Monkey Moon jumps against a very low boost TRK, so that goes very much in TRK's favor, though Exotic does manage to wrangle some control. And 50 leaves TRK flying to a nice eye, and Exotic, the angle, not able to be found. Monkey Moon keeps that question asked.
Exotic races Killers to that one. And he has control of the ball as well. This is what this game will come down to, those key moments. Can players take control when they have it? Oh, Monkey Moon gets the skin, but TRK was more than ready for that one. Maybe not the second follow-up, though. Exotic had a shooting chance. Killers showed great reflexes, so Falcons continuing to read Vitality as and when they take those final shots.
I do love how Vitality approach any given situation. It's so team-focused. They very rarely end up going one by one. Monkey Moon finds Exotic, I want to say on like over half of the plays that he ends up going into the midfield with. He's on the wing, you won't see him go straight for goal. He goes for a teammate, and that makes it a lot more unpredictable. I'd like to see maybe him go solo, and everybody on Vitality go solo a little bit more, just to show what they have in that arsenal.
Killers has a chance to go all by himself. He gets the reset. Exotic's in front of him, gets it through him. Not quite Monkey Moon, though. A couple of Vitality players were needed there to get that one away, and Exotic tries to help out Monkey, but the challenge wasn't an ideal one. That one's to the backboard. Killer's there. That's the reset. Can't do anything with it, though. Unlucky, but TRK shoots. Great shot. Monkey Moon, big save.
Exotic, the only player with any boost. He's going to be the next man to challenge. Monkey Moon again, under 25, along with Zen. That has plagued them earlier. So great bump, but Zen then challenged low on the ground, does pick up that mid-100. And now suddenly Vitality, they've got chances to counter-attack if they can get this ball out of their half.
Yeah, Falcons are their first real pressure at a game and a half. And boy, they're making it count so far. It's going to fall towards Ruas. Oh, just hits the post. And not quite able to be followed by TRK.
Only just wide as well. Wanted it to be perfect, just needed it a little bit more on target. Monkey Moon challenges, low boost again. Zen's the only one with any. And he's now in the other half. Monkey Moon picks up 100. Exotic jumps with nothing. And he jumps at Ghost as TRK haunts the Golden Hornets.
That is how you take an opportunity. Ruas nudged Exotic out of the way to open the door for TRK. The hometown hero, they adore him here. And currently, he's got the winner.
A man akin to Ronaldo on billboards across the Boulevard. Exotic into that back corner, takes Zen with him, and then Roas scores that boost completely away from the team. Exotic to pick it up, onto the ceiling. Well, that's a good chance here to work it round one, then a pinch round another.
Zen got a demo, then stole the 100, and I was thinking Falcons could be in trouble here until Ruas got a pixel-perfect pinch to get the ball back to Falcons' safety. But Vitality do come forwards in the end. End-to-end stuff, Vitality equalize.
And it went from 0 to 100 seconds remaining. What a touchdown from Zen, and the speed from Vitality to make sure that they can outpace the Falcons defenders is absolutely necessary.
Vitality refusing to be shaken off. Who's going to win the race for that boost? It's Killers. A fake there from TRK, so that's Killers in the center with 100. The ball goes high, that's not why Killers wanted it. Ruas get a second bite at this one. TRK underneath it, so it's all Falcons with the clean touches. Killers on the other side as well. Does he go for the pre-jump? Instead he waits. Where's this ball going to end up, he wonders. Tracking back, that's an interesting touch there from Ruas, but it's worked out really nicely. Tries to follow it himself, gets the 100 as well. So Falcons, some strange plays, but they're benefiting from them.
Finally, the Vitality have got a bit of boost in defense. The Falcons, they wear them down every single time. Zen wants to 50 TRK here. He becomes the benefactor. Central, Monkey Moon on target, cleared by Killers.
The first real chance since the goal went in. TRK to the ceiling. Exotic is going to knock this one wide. Monkey Moon has 100, wants to tee up Zen. Can Zen do anything with it? The crowd are wondering, but it's going to go to the center.
Head in hands when this one ends, I'm sure, for either side. It goes towards that one side where Killers is waiting, and again, low boost. Vitality needs to do some defending.
Monkey Moon has the ball, but he's only got about 10 boosts to do pretty much nothing with it. Exotic asks a question of TRK, but it has a simple answer, and then Killers yet another perfect 50-50 to get his team on the attack.
Final 25, Romas, a reset, very pretty. The 1-2, the 3 does not end up paying off. Zen sees 100, he sees the ball, he sees glory in his sights. It's a low 50, who's next? A save!
Lovely block there from Killers. It seemed like that was the moment, but now here's Ruas, his twin. Can't do anything with the ball. Exotic has it under his spell. TRK nips in there. 4 more seconds to another overtime. Vitality's second Game 7 overtime in a row. If this hits the floor, which it probably will, but...
No, it's going to be Killers. It's going to be a chance. It's going to be an own goal! Vitality throw it away in the death. Monkey Moon thought he was challenging 2. It ends up as 3.
It's agony for Team Vitality, but jubilation for the Falcons. It's not the result they wanted, but the bronze medal restores Saudi Arabian pride. These 3 players keep coming to these all-or-nothing series, and at this point in their careers, they know how to get over the finish line.
What a devastating end. Not even an overtime. Exotic did what he thought was right. He gets the demo, but he gets a touch on the ball. He speeds it up.